Namaste again, my beautiful queens. The subject had risen suddenly, unexpectedly. I wanted to make a reading on very simple subject, and I don't think I actually made this type of pick up the card before. And the subject is very simple. Will he propose? Will he put the ring on your finger? So the thing is, I want you to determine the time frame yourself. So while I'm gonna put 5 cards down, I want you to concentrate on a certain time period which you want to ask this question. Will he propose? So he's gonna be on his knee, he's gonna take your hand, put a ring on it and say, will you marry me? Please don't answer him right away. Tell him, I will think. Let him suffer a little bit. Not too much, a little bit, unless you want to say yes right away, but you know that men are interesting creatures. So when the harder we are, the more they want us. So even if you've been married to him for 20 years or he had known you for 20 years, still the tougher girl you are, the more challenging you are, the more he wants to make you happy and the more he wants to be with you. So I want you to determine the time frame yourself. So decide whether it is a month, whether it is 3 months, whether it is a year, whether it is 6 months. Please determine your own time frame. Okay, and I'm gonna put down 5 cards and we will see. So the question is, I'm not holding it upside down. The question is, will he propose? Simple as that. Will he not will we get married? I already have video like this. Will he propose? 5 cards. I am asking for the help of spirits of fire, earth, air, and water, the forces of love, light, the guides and the keepers, to answer our questions with gratitude, touching it to my forehead, to my mouth, and to my heart. This is how I do reading always. So I see with my mind, I see with my heart, and I say the things which you need to know with my mouth. So I always connect with the cards and with the spirits and the guides. Will he propose? Card number 1. Will he propose? Again, time frame is yours. Card number 2. Will he propose? Card number 3. Will he propose? Card number 4. Will he propose? Card number 5. Excuse me. It's again, this cough starts again. My favorite. So, card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, card number 4, card number 5. Will he propose? Again, my beautiful queens, those of you who do time stamps, you already know how it is done. Thank you very much. I am sending you my energy, which I called opening the doors. Card number 1, let's go to it, please. Again, don't shoot a messenger. Girls, you saw me putting cards down here. I don't, if it's a negative card, then I guess you know, probably the dust. If it's a negative answer and you really want it to be positive, just remember that sometimes what is being kept away from you, it's something which might, if it was yours, be very painful for you. Just remember that. Sometimes guides and keepers are just keeping the pain away from you. So Card number 1, will he propose? Okay, one, can I say 1000%? Absolutely, marriage card, 4 of Wands. What do you see? There is no even hints, there is no even doubts right here. What do you see here? 4 of Wands. You see a man and a woman getting married. Okay, they are getting married. Of course, he's gonna propose. Not only that, you have to this is beautiful. Why? Because this is the card of happiness, even if it comes out to a different question. This is the card of joy and happiness, of sexual pleasure. You are perfect match, you know, you found each other. It's harmony in every way. You have a pool of souls, pool of hearts, pool of minds. You have heart to heart, anahata to anahata connection. You love to travel together, you love to read together, you love to be with him, you enjoy. He is open towards you, you're open towards him, he's generous to you, he's open to you, you're generous to him. Interesting thing that sometimes it could be a man who was hiding in his own little shell, not believing in this, not believing in that, you know, not this and this, and suddenly kaboom, you know, he meets you and everything turns upside down. Maybe you are like me, you know, whoever meets me, everything turns upside down. Men, women, no matter what age, no matter what background, when they meet me, everything is turned upside down. So they call me, I have a nickname, Fiery Tornado. A romantic wedding. Of course, this is the most marriage card actually you can find in 78 cards of tarot. So of course, yes, big time yes. There is no even any doubts in it. For those of you who chose card number 2, okay, well, that is a negative answer. Why? And I have to tell you something, girls. This is a little bit, I have to tell you more. Because if you chose this card, definitely there is the information which you need to know, whether it resonates or not. So just try to listen to me. The moon is very complicated card and very deep card. And usually if I start talking about the moon card, it's going to be till tomorrow. I'll try to be short. You are in third-party relationship. If he promised you he's gonna divorce and be with you, you have to wait till his last grandkid retires. You are dealing, so what you need to know, girls, what you really need to know. The moon is the complicated situation which will not be resolved. There is a great chance that this will never be resolved because the moon comes every night. This is a card of infidelity. This is the card of lies. This is a card of, if not lies, but a person promises you something he is not going to keep. Also, this is hidden motives. So, and also it is you who prefers to stay in half light, not to see how things really truly are. Please, if you can consult with tarot reader or a psychic or myself, please do it, because this is in sincerity towards you. But at the same time, person giving you either promises he doesn't keep or not going to keep, or a person gives you lame excuses. As I said, when my last grandkid retires, we will be together. So this is a situation which needs to be looked into, because this is a situation which you can be stuck for years and years to come. But it's like you are in there and you might understand that this is hopeless, but at the same time, could be a card of silence. He's keeping you in silence. He's punishing you with silence, and you are not telling him as well what you really want. So yes, it is karmic card. Yes, you have karma with each other. Yes, this is some type of enchantment there. It is the situation which forces you look into yourself, forces you to get into your deepest intuition, face yourself and ask yourself, what do I want? Do I deserve this? Do I really want this, what he gives me? Do I really want to deal with this? Is that what I am worth, what I deserve? Is that something what a woman with self-love, self-respect, and self value would allow another man to treat her? No. But this is sometimes so enchanting that you are staying even knowing that it leads you nowhere. You are obsessed with that man. Could be you have obsession with this man. So magnetism is still there, but you can spend many and many years denying the truth. So please pay attention. A negative answer to this question, probably it cannot even be positive. And if we're talking about the moon. Card number 3, will he propose? Queen of Wands. Positive answer. Definitely, if you are the Queen of Wands like myself, the fire sign. If you are Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, it's a yes. But even if you are not Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, this is the Queen. The Queen of Wands, which is in situational answer, as we are looking at the situation, we are not looking at the person. It could be that who's gonna help you in this situation is some Queen of Wands, maybe me. But what comes to a situational answer here, this would be a positive because she's full of passion. The situation is full of energy. The situation is full of temperament, brightness, and this is the archetype of a hero, archetype of the inspiration, archetype of psychologically mature relationship of two of you. You are both interested in each other. You are both equal to each other. You are both strong people. It's not you are a slave and he is the king and you are at his feet. Also, this card shows that a simple answer that if you are fire sign, you are his treasure. So he values you above everything in his life. You are passion. Who is a queen? Queen of Wands. It's passion. It's me. Everything you want to know. Me is a Queen of Wands. I am a lioness. So bright. You are bright for him, you're light for him, you're inspiration for him. You are independent. You're not gonna fall to his feet. And because a woman who falls to feet of a man becomes boring, because men love challenge, you are forever challenged. You can even act cold if you see that he doesn't treat you right. So yes, this is the positive answer. Will he propose? You are his treasure. Of course, he will propose to you, especially if you are Queen of Wands. Another thing I have to tell you that the energy of Queen of Wands is transformational. As I said 5 minutes ago, I come into a life of anybody and turn everything upside down. Transformation of the spirit. So you came into his life. It would be true if you have a moon in a fire sign as well, or if you have a Rahu in fire sign as well. So you are transformational for his life. You motivate him to do more that he ever thought. He wants to be the best version of himself in order to look good in your eyes. You're a queen. Who is the queen of Queen of Wands? A queen. So positive answer to card number 3. Card number 4. Absolutely yes, but. Absolutely yes, but. B-U-T. Girls, I cannot tell you how difficult it is to deal with Emperor. Interesting, my own twin flame archetype of Emperor mixed with magician and devil, something like all together. So this is of course a yes. Of course a yes. He is the emperor of his empire. But you have to please understand that this guy is full of dogmas. He's dominating and he's a control freak. Three things I can tell you about Emperor. First, he's control freak. Second, he's control freak. And third, he's control freak. He wants to do everything the way he wants these things to be. So sometimes they even look cold because they keep everything inside. They keep everything inside. What you need to know, especially if you're dealing with a man who had been married before, what happens to emperors very often is that they marry a wrong woman in a young age, and then when they realize they did marry a wrong woman, he's an emperor. He can't just leave. He's responsible for this woman he called once his wife, so he stays in miserable marriage because they obey to dogmas. But you know how to, you are not stupid. You are a woman. A woman is always smarter. So what is good about marrying an emperor, that he's very reliable. He will never this man wants marriage, 100% marriage. He will not be meeting you in hotels, make love for 2 hours, and then go back to his wife, or I don't know, anywhere he wants to go back. This one will be yours. This one will be very reliable. This one will be faithful. This is very masculine archetype, even though, yes, emotions are not his big thing, but at the same time, this is the most responsible card, the most someone who you can feel safe. He's going to be always there. Yes, he wants everything to be done by how he wants it, but usually they're emotionally closed, and you need to softly melt his heart. Softly melt his heart. You know how to do it, because they do have feelings. Don't underestimate emperor. Outside he can be called by, but they do have feelings. They do have emotions. They do have it. Yes, they do have it. And when you become his wife, you will make him into Page of Cups. Okay? Yes, to the card number 4 and to the card number 5. Well, I need clarification for this. This is I cannot say yes, I cannot say no. The thing is, as a King of Swords, and those are toughest ones. I need clarification for card number 5 because I do not know. All right, six of coins, girls. The thing is that you have to understand that dealing with the King of Swords is a complicated matter. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Sun, Moon, or Rising. And being honest with you, you have to be a hero to marry a King of Swords, because who is this man? He is mature, yes, but he's sharp and very, another control freak. They have the lack of compassion, and they always do everything without, it's just their frozen heart. You see, kind of, he looks like he's frozen. You see, as if he was full of ice. It's just they are brave. They're extremely smart. But they are too logical, and they more tend to punish than to give mercy. They're strong, they're energetic, they're powerful, but they only do what they want to do. Extremely complicated. To be in a marriage with the King of Swords, extremely complicated. I mean, they are heroes, they are leaders, but what is the blade of a knife? Blade of a knife is cold, so it's hard. But as clarification, I took 6 of Pentacles, and 6 of Pentacles would give a positive answer, but this is a very clear situation here, girls, that one of you is dependent on the other, and it's not necessarily sometimes he has money, because clearly Six of Pentacles is disbalance, especially on the Chiramarchetti deck, when there is no balance right here. So this is fundamental type of relationship. In this kind of relationship, I give you this, you give me this. You give me your beauty, you give me your love, I give you my home, I give you my status. Being honest with you, this is not yes, answer to your question, but this is not something which I would jump of joy. I would recommend you get consultation with the reader you trust, or probably just with somebody you trust, because this is not based on deep feelings and emotions. It's not based. You are very different. He could be rich, or and you're not. He could be having a society position or not. Or you are young and he is older, and you think, okay, maybe I don't love him to death, but it's gonna give me life position. I'm tired of poverty. I'm not judging you here. I'm just telling you, be careful, because could be also you are addicted to this man. You have the addiction, emotional addiction. You know that he can be sharp, you know he can be harsh, but you cannot get away. So we are having here this not simple situation, so before you say yes to this man, it's a yes to your question. It's a positive answer to your question. But before you say yes to this man, please think if you can pull off being with a King of Swords, because lots of girls, I had seen too many women who would get together with the King of Swords, and unfortunately you don't have chances to win here, because he wins all the time. So it's give or take. Yes, but not an easy situation. Think really think what you want, how you want it. Listen to your intuition. So this, my beautiful queens, all about this reading. Will he propose to me? I hope it was helpful. If you need to contact me, all the information is under this linked under this video. I am wishing you all the most beautiful things in the world. Namaste.